Bon appetit. I be cooking what you looking for, who got the heat. Wrote these books on how to get it, all I need's a beat. Breaking bread with all my niggas, ain't no breaking me. I just write it how I see it, you can peep my speech. I just write it how I say it, ain't no
Welcome to another episode of Don't Worry I Said. And to my right,
I'm not Kanye. I was just feeling Kanye.
To my right,
J.O.
okay. To my left, we going right into it though. To my left, and you got your boy Hollywood Tim. Before we get into the yay though, hey, how was your week?
Week was it was like everything mixed around, up and down, man. Just a lot of moving parts, running around, kids, registering my son for high school. God damn, I can't believe I got a high school.
He finna do some fucking.
We've been talking about that.
Let me call
man.
my guy.
Hey, and then the school he going to is like the mecca of females.
HF?
So, yes,
Yeah,
right.
I already knew that.
So it's
debate.
Yeah.
Debate who?
Go ahead.
Oh, because none of them District 205 schools is up for debate, bro.
But it was fun field though.
Okay, how was your week?
My week was cool. Nothing happened for me. Same old,
Same old routine.
Yeah, ain't nothing going on this end, so I'm straight.
He's simple, right? He like keeping it, just.
I was preparing myself for this week. This was my dad's birthday. My dad passed away last June, so his birthday was this week, a couple of days ago. So I was actually preparing myself to see how I react. And I honestly, I wasn't.
How you been?
I was cool. Like I don't know. I felt that peace. Like I honestly felt that peace. Like I wasn't. I thought about it. I definitely thought about it. I definitely, read the obituary and things like that. But I didn't. I wasn't in a bad space. So that was good because it honestly surprised me because I figured my attitude would have been on 100,000. But I was good. But hey, let's get right into it. So we're gonna discuss two things.
What we got?
We're gonna discuss the Kanye documentary.
Okay.
And then we're gonna discuss Russia just bugging the fuck up.
Dude.
All right, so
I
we
need
gonna
to stop saying that.
Yeah, you got to. But we go. Hey, go ahead. Go. Hey, go. Go ahead, Q. Go ahead.
I feel like I'm the only one that hasn't seen it yet.
So you ain't seen nothing.
Nothing. I seen like a few seconds of it, but it's like it was in passing. So
Okay.
I'm like, no, let me get a day where I can sit and watch it.
Hey, you gotta watch it, bro.
So I ain't talked to too many people about it, so.
Oh shit! Well,
Yeah, I gotta.
We definitely finna spoil it.
Yeah, now some of it, it's most of us we know Kanye's life to an extent.
Yeah.
So I'm sure some of it I've seen or I've heard. You know what I'm saying? So some of it I know it won't surprise me.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, but no, y'all good. Go ahead and spill it.
All right, before we go ahead, Jay.
Hey, for me, this documentary, it makes you have a real deep appreciation to who he is as a person.
Dude, goated.
And I got the feeling that he was talking to us back then what he was going to do.
We weren't
now,
paying attention,
and people was not hearing him.
Yeah.
Like if the documentary was started then and been playing since now, then we would have believed everything that he'd been saying, and everything would have came true. Because everything he said then and came true, and now it's just like, wow, you accomplished pretty much everything you done said. Now you talking about buying the whole earth. Like shout out to Ye, man. He on another level for real.
I'm gonna say this dude probably the weirdest, smartest person I know.
I wouldn't say even weird.
Nah, he do a lot of weird shit, but I understand it now.
What's weird?
That the whole Donna thing and the face mask and the way he be in public, gee, that shit weird. I understand it's Ye, and you watch the documentary, you see why he act the way, but that shit, bro, you sitting in the public, that's like one of y'all sitting up here in a full blown black bodysuit and just sit here talking, bro.
That
like,
shit funny.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it makes sense when you pay attention to him. But let me say this, hey, because you remember episodes ago I was like, nobody's fucking with Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Ye may be the only one that I even want to have this conversation. After watching this shit over and going to listen to the whole college dropout again, like Ye solidified himself in my top 3. Like solidify himself in my top 3.
I said that too. Now, if that battle ever happened, it would really have to be what song go for what to be battled at. Like,
remember I was like nothing better than Song Cry.
It's some.
He played that motherfucker through the wire. It may be a different conversation. Or Jesus, yeah, that's a whole nother. I know Q ain't agreeing.
Like, but I mean, Kanye, he's a true
he
Chicago authentic. Like, when you see the documentary, like, and you from the area, like, you really kind of like gravitate towards
like the Leona's barbecue. That was dope.
Oh, Leon! Oh, I used to go there all the time.
That was dope.
Like
that was dope.
Yeah, no, that was super dope.
But let's go to the big fish that we want to talk about the situation in Russia, man. And if everybody know me, I'd be like, I'm mad at my business. But this one time I'm gonna say this, man.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of shit in the world I don't be worried about, but this shit right here. Like, bro done stood up in the news and said if anybody intervene, he gonna unleash some shit that history has never seen.
Yeah,
like
that's
Putin,
hard.
like, hey,
he capping.
Shit.
Hey, I don't want to find out if he capping, bro. Like,
know.
you smiling now because we can't get drafted because we got plenty of people in the war.
I don't know if y'all know, he's never lost a war.
Yeah, no, we know that never lost, never, bro.
So the way he talking, like, I would believe.
I would talk that way too if I'm undefeated. I get it.
He the Mayweather war.
Oh shit! Hey, he ain't going to no game 7.
Oh shit!
He ain't going to no game 7. I just hope we don't have to find out if he for real, because he talking about shooting nuclear missiles and everything. Like, yeah,
they got the most nukes. They do.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. That's why I said, yeah, this shit for real, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, and it's reading some of, like, it's kind of, it ain't funny, but it is. Like, just
everything motherfucking funny till they shoot a nuke over here.
Just reading, just looking at why it started, why this is going on, and the reasons. It's like he feels that NATO, he ain't feeling that.
Of course.
Like, they keep attempting to stack more and more, and they getting closer to him. He feels like, hey, y'all getting too close. Y'all low key threatening
too close.
me.
Back up.
Fucking border.
Yeah,
okay.
Like, I don't like that.
I need my fucking space.
Yeah. And low key, they used to be a part of us, so we want it back. Y'all doing too much. Don't come over here. Let me get that back. And it's
in layman terms, I want my old hoe back. Okay, come here.
Yeah.
Real talk.
And Putin dying behind his old hoe.
NATO,
yeah, he planning on dying behind his old hoe.
NATO is like her friends. Y'all friends better not do shit about this. I'm finna break in the crib, and I'm taking her out of there.
Yeah, better sit back and fucking watch.
Yeah. That's basically what it is, and it's like, damn, like, I get it to an extent. I get it, but it's like, fam, you can't just go in there wild and blowing up, killing people. You can't do that.
He real toxic, G.
Like,
yeah, he's super toxic.
Yeah, it's like, you can't do that, so, and, supposedly we froze something with the bank or whatever.
Yeah, some sanction shit. Everybody trying to take out money from the ATM. Like,
man, y'all see how gas went up?
That's always
bro.
For
that day he got on TV, gas went up like 35 cents in 2 hours.
Yeah, man. It took me almost $90.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's some bullshit. But they always doing something to oil when it comes to war. Like, that's how the people always get hit the hardest with oil prices and barrels and gas. But
like, I ain't big on it, but I feel like it's something else that we don't know.
It's always something.
I feel like maybe they got something over there, resource wise, that they want. Maybe, I don't. Who fucking knows?
Well, y'all see, Sleepy Joe ain't saying shit.
Yeah.
But the Secretary of Defense did stand up and say that if he want to go to war with us, somebody else gonna be raising his kids.
I like that shit.
But
war shit,
he did say somebody if he want to fuck with us, somebody else gonna be raising his kids. So.
Yeah, because you got that organization set up for that. Yeah. Like, NATO is like, all right, we got a squad over here with a couple guys. We low key tough. We got some bread. We gonna stop all the bullies. That's basically what NATO is. Like, we gonna stop other people from trying to take over Europe in a sense.
Right.
And that's what's happening. Like, all right, NATO stepping in, and low key they was trying to get Ukraine to join.
I got a question. So, let's say, for instance, like, United States is Ukraine. Could y'all imagine United States passing out ammo and guns to the people of the United States? Because that's what they doing over there.
Yeah,
like they just pass it like mics.
Remember I told we different. Don't nobody really want to go to war with us. This may be the first time that he may poke the elephant, but he don't really want to go to war with the U.S. Like all that. That's no probably scare tactic. But like I said,
yeah, because he talking big shit. Because NATO is big as hell. It's like 30 countries.
Yeah, but
so it's like
I say, I do believe I do believe he gonna pull it, but I don't think that he's undefeated, right?
He undefeated.
Yeah, he better get out while he can, because he don't really want to go to war to us.
Man,
but
we finna go to war. We finna see
we gonna
World War III.
Bro, we gonna have a whole war and you gonna need to know about it, bro.
Oh shit!
Like that's how many people we got over there.
Like 200,000 just went over there.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it'd be a whole war and we wouldn't even know. It ain't finna be.
I hope we don't know it.
Nah,
don't mess up my internet.
Nah, Sleepy Joe gonna Sleepy Joe gonna get it. Speaking of internet, the dude from Tesla sent over like care packages of antenna and stuff for like so they could still have internet just in case they
Why? And they blowing all this shit up anyway.
Right.
You know, he got to save face. You know, he just had that big old lawsuit for not hiring black folks. So
yeah, like why you saying that?
He got to save face.
They blowing it up anyway.
Yeah.
So
hold on, he got to save face because
you got to get something back.
Fuck,
shit,
fuck, dude.
Motherfuckers ain't fucking with Tesla.
Fuck him too.
That's your word of the day, huh?
Fuck, man.
Fuck dude.
Everybody, man.
You've been saying that since we got on camera.
Man, I need to say some more, but go ahead.
All right, man. But we gonna get right into the show. So last week we did part one of this.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Back to Putin. Did y'all see? It was like a picture. He was having a meeting, and literally he's where you at. Everybody else was 20 feet away at the same table.
That's why I say, man, hey.
I'm like, who this dude think he is, man?
Roll up that, hey.
And I bet
with big energy, G.
And I bet he a little dude, too. He probably like 5'7".
Hey, but that little man syndrome.
Beat his ass.
Right. You got to get close to him.
Beat his ass.
You got to get close to him, man.
Drag him up out of there.
If you can get to him. Bro sitting up there real tough. So, like, it must be something that he know he got that he can sit up there and talk like that. Because that man said he going to unleash some things we've never seen in history.
Fuck, dude, I'll beat his ass in one-on-one. Oh, my God.
Go get your motherfucking ass. 900 pieces. 900 pieces is scattered over Russia, all right? But we're going to get right into it. Like I said, this going to be part two of Do You Believe from last week. And I know we had a lot of feedback. And last week we touched a lot of things. But we're going to touch three main topics today. And we're going to start off equality, the meaning in religion and the meaning that society talks about. So everything is going to be the meaning in religion and the meaning that society stands on. So go ahead. I'm going to just open the floor. Speak on equality versus religion and equality that society speaks about.
Equality. So, I really didn't understand that topic. When I hear equality and when I hear it pertaining to religion, specifically Christianity, there's a huge difference. We're living two different worlds. We're living in two different perspectives when we talking about one book. The God that the Caucasian people of America.
I
couldn't because
you couldn't wait to get back to it, huh?
I mean, because that's what it is. It's all, and I don't want to dumb it down to this, but it's almost like a white Bible and a black Bible, because specifically, slave masters took out 50% of the New Testament, and they took out a lot of the Old Testament because they didn't want to have slaves reading the Bible and they're exciting a rebellion against slave masters. Mm-hmm. Rightfully so. Like, why would I give the keys to success to the people I'm trying to oppress? I wouldn't. I have to keep them in a certain area so I could be in a certain area.
Right.
So, yeah, there's a huge difference. There is a huge discrepancy to what I'm reading and what they're reading. And that's something I don't get. Why do black pastors or the black community, they never talk about that segment or those scriptures or those chapters when it comes to the Bible? It's like y'all all circulating the same stories. Talk about the stuff that oppressed us, but they don't.
That's because we just gonna listen. Well, I'm not gonna say we, but people just listen to whatever they tell them. So.
Of course. Fuck church. I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I meant to think.
I'm not even sure what's up with you today, man. And this fuck you word. And And fuck, what you say? I'll let you repeat it. What you say off camera? Fuck God.
I said fuck dude.
Yeah, you did say fuck dude.
Fuck dude.
Yeah, he did.
Because
hey, stand on your shit, King. If it's fuck dude and fuck church, and
hey,
all
you
that.
know what? I would, if I had to pick, I would rather be crucified than go through what my ancestors went through any day.
That's deep.
Because Jesus Christ,
that sounds like some Black Panther shit.
Jesus Christ died and was crucified on the cross at 35, if I'm not 35, 36. Our ancestors had to be beat and seen others being beat, mutilated, killed, childs ripped apart from their families, men being tied to horses, arms ripped apart, mutilated, teeth being pulled out, eyes poked out, raped over and over again, night after night after night, till they're 80, 90, 100 years old, and you had to see that and pass that down to...
Talk about trauma.
Right. Hundreds of years. I would go get crucified tomorrow. It's night and day. It's not even close.
That's funny you said that. Me and my grandma were just having this conversation earlier about
it's not even close.
How we wouldn't have been able to survive.
I'm not. I swear to God on my soul, if I was a slave, man.
I mean, it's like I always say. You know what I always say? It's easy for us to say that until we in that. Like we never had that type of slavery.
If I was me back then,
well, you were. There's just a new body. Your soul been here before.
Well, I believe my ancestors were those ancestors that was
jumping
going
off
out
the boat.
No, not jumping. They was killing shit.
Oh,
they was killing
and
shit.
Getting killed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, getting their ass killed.
Yes.
I mean, I hear you. Like I say, it's easy to say it
because I do know a lot of our ancestors understood what death was.
Right.
It is. So I think it's more profound that they made a decision to live their life a certain way or die a certain way. I would never willingly go into slavery. I couldn't see myself doing it.
I can agree with that. So I'm gonna take a different angle on the equality versus society. So this is really going to be my man and women. Because if you hear a lot, women want to be equal to men so bad. So if you guys that are religion and believe in the Bible, and it's just not even Christianity, I did my research, I'm just speaking history, period. Equality means money, time, and trade in religion. So let me say that again. Money, time, and trade are the only time we was equal. Mm-hmm. In the Christianity Bible, it states a woman is not equal to a man. That's why we have roles. But in society, you better not say that because women believe they are equal. Okay, we are equal. As in the blood we breathe, but we not the same. Perfect example, if we were so equal, it wouldn't be an NBA and a WNBA.
So you saying women should play in the NBA?
If you want to be equal, so bad. Understand, we're not equal. We're equal in certain things, but we're not the same. So let me finish my point. So when I say that, understand, yes, I'm all for being paid equal across the board, but understand you can't be paid equal when it's perfect example at my job. Oh, I can't do this because I'm a woman. That's a man's job. This goes back to when I say women are the worst when it comes to picking and choosing the religion path they believe in, because in religion it doesn't state we're equal as human beings. It states we're equal money, time, and trade. Human being wise, it states a woman is not equal to a man. No. If that is the case, it wouldn't be roles. Because you look at a man as your protector. You look at a man as he's supposed to provide. We look at a woman as she's supposed to this, that, and the third, take care of the house, cook and clean, whatever that role is. But we're not the same. No. Is what I'm getting to. That's why I say people pick. This whole episode gonna be about picking and choosing on how they believe in religion. But nowhere states that men and women are equal. That shit just sound good on Sports Center when like the soccer player just had the whole debate about not getting paid. But you don't.
Oh, they won that shit.
You want it, but you don't get paid. You don't get paid the same because you don't do the same. WNBA is 32 games. NBA is 82.
But I think when you speak, because it's different subjects. You think about okay, being equal in the workforce compared to being equal in the house and being equal in religion, you know.
But in the workforce, you can't be equal.
And I think
in certain fields, you can't.
If you're doing the same jobs.
In some, you can't, but I think in some jobs you can.
Yeah. I believe just some you can, yeah.
It's just, and at the same time, like you mentioned, okay, there's roles, and, you know, in some cases, men are looked at as, in a sense, above a woman. But you think about, you know, progression. Mm-hmm. You know, one might give pushback and say, okay, what about progression? That's what was said then.
That's cool, but you can't yell religion then.
Well, yeah.
If you progression and religion can't be the same. Progression is society based.
Yeah.
Which I'm all for, that women have way more rights and we appreciate them more. But in religion, they are beneath a man. And it states it. So understand what angle you're going to play. You can't talk society and religion.
Beneath.
You are beneath the man, not in a negatively way.
Nah.
Only society made it negative. Religion states you are beneath a man. That's why women wasn't important to mention in the Bible in the first place. But like you say, the pushback is society based, not religion based. Society based. Well, we done did all this. We done fought all this. We done win all this. We this, that, and the third. Now we should be equal.
No, they gonna lump it all together.
That's my issue. That's what this whole show is gonna be about. When people pick and choose. But go ahead. I ain't gonna cut you off.
But no, I was just saying, like, you know, it's, you hear that, you know, man and woman should be equal, or the LBGT whatever Q community should be equal, and it's like, all right, until we start talking about certain shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Chappelle incident, it's like, okay, they were in an uproar, because of a joke, in a sense. And then you think about, you know, workforce, sports. Technically, that's work. That's a job. Yeah. It's a completely different demand when you're looking at women in basketball and men in basketball.
Women in boxing or men in boxing.
Completely different. You know, the demand. And I think, yes, women have, you know, made statements and, you know, talked about what they didn't like. And I get it. But at the same time, you got to understand what is not even a top tier guy. What is somebody like, I don't know, Zach LaVine? He's not top guy in the league, but he's gonna bring a lot more. You know what I'm saying, to the gym compared to, I don't know, Asia Wilson. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay.
Just don't say
it's like, okay, yeah, you know, because what we going to get from Zach? Some excitement. You know what I'm saying? He's athletic, all of that. But you look at a woman, it's like, you know, they're not as fast. They're not as strong. They're not as athletic. And in a sense, some people might look at it as boring. They don't tune in. There's no TV money.
Okay, so when are we equal and when are we not equal?
It depends on what you're looking at. The reason I even brought this up is because
you're right about that.
Because I just hate to hear people, especially a woman, just talk about, I'm living my life for the Lord. I'm living my life this way. Because then you can't pick and choose how you living it, because in the Bible it states you're not equal to a man and you're beneath a man. But then in the same argue with progression. I am a strong believer that in certain jobs, blue collar, you know, not gonna say blue collar, like corporate jobs, we doing the same thing and we
outside
get paid.
Athletics.
Yeah. But athletics, anything physical, we're not equal. Because I hear it all the time at my job now. Oh, I can't do that. That's a man job. Because if that's the case, I'm a strong believer. If you feel like it's a man job, he should get paid more than you. We can't be getting paid the same rate.
Right.
And you telling me that it's a man and a woman job. That's my point.
It's
only
just
figure out when you want to be equally, society or religion.
I think
when you want to be equal,
you take away the physical part, the manual hard labor. You take that out of it, along with athletics, and you look at the other shit, like maybe, you know, education, you know, pharmacy, you know, things like that. Okay, cool. We all on one playing field, just because we all do the same thing. Why not get paid the same? Now, other things may play a part when you look at background. You look at
credentials.
You know what I'm saying? Degrees and all of that.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit overrated, but you know what I mean? This paper don't mean I can do this job better than you because you ain't got it. I hate that.
Yeah.
Because requirements. Oh, you have to have a bachelor's in this. In some cases, I get it. If in pharmacy, again, you know, surgeons, shit like that. Okay, cool. You got to study. You need to know what's what so you don't kill nobody.
Yeah.
But when we talking jobs that may not pay as much, you know, it may be something on a lower level. Why do I need a bachelor's if I can, somebody without it can do the exact same thing?
For sure.
And they may do it better. You know what I'm saying? In those type of jobs, I think, okay, yeah, pay. Everybody should be treated the same.
Yeah, because if I agree we're equal, but we damn sure not the same.
Right.
All I'm saying, do not put faith and equally in the same conversation if you don't know what you're talking about. That's all I'm saying.
You saying that's what women do?
All the time. Yeah, okay. Because you got to think about it. I'm pretty sure any workforce you and I've been in, or we're gonna get into this in the sports conversation with the WNBA. Okay. That they yell, they should be paid, that they should be paid, that they should be paid this. But in the same breath say, I live my life to this faith, I'm walking in the path of the Lord this way, I'm this, that, and the third. You can't be the same. Yeah. Because if that is the case, you know you're not equal to a man. But like you say, the pushback is society-based.
Yeah. So you're telling the women get their shit together.
Exactly. Because that's like us yelling up here, and I wanted to get into this. That's like in raising a child. Man, if father and mother, we're not the same.
Nah,
you're not the same. You're equally. That's your baby, but that's not the fucking same. Like you play a role, I play all of us.
Yeah, you carry the child for a reason. You have more emotions
for a reason. That's why you have more of a soul tie.
Yeah, no.
That's why we say this, the cliche, and I cliche it, but it's really the truth. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. That's why the girls are so tied to their daddy, and the boys are so tied to their mama, because it is still a different love. We are equally that child's parent, but we do not love the same. That's all I'm saying. You can't yell both. You can't yell equally in society, I want to get paid this one, and then say I'm walking this faith and think you equal to a man, because you're not. You're not equal to a man on no level. Like if we just being out, you're not equal to a man on no level.
Heavy.
No, I'm not. I'm just speaking honestly. You're not equal to a man. We're not putting you down. You just heavy. Not equal to a man that you can really stand there and say, "Oh, we equally dust." No, you don't. Because if that was the case, let's go episodes back. You wouldn't expect me to pay for the first date.
Now, mentally, yes. If we talking intellectually, yes.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I get it. Yeah, they got the same opportunities and things like that. But I'm just speaking, and when we call them the spade, we're not equal. Well, I mean, we are equal. We're just not the same. Equally mean like we bleed the same blood. That's the only thing we're equal with. And in the job field, even then that becomes iffy, because like you say, degrees plays a part. We all know race plays a part. Mm-hmm. Job ability plays a part. I'm just saying you cannot have society and faith mixed together when you want to get the yelling. We're equal.
Okay, and I hear you. I just want to play devil's advocate real quick. Are we not equal, or are women stronger in other areas that men are not?
They are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I always said this, like especially when it comes to being a parent.
Well, no. A mother and father got equal roles. They have different roles. But their roles are equal.
No. That's why I said we equally. They're equally involved, but the love is different. That's why either A, you love your mother that dearly, or B, it hurts the most when she's not around. Let that sink in. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying who's the better parent, and when you look at the mom and look at the dad, I'm talking about a 2-parent household. Mm-hmm. When you look at your mom, either A, you love the ground she walk on, or B, it hurts that much when she's not around. When it's your father, it puts you in a mindset. I'm speaking of it puts you in a mindset of easily, boom, I got to grow up this fast.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of fathers teaching their sons, I know from me and I know from other fathers, we teach our sons to protect our mothers.
Yeah.
Be by your mom.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Because we know for a fact we are going to be head of households.
Exactly. That's what I mean. You're not teaching your son to protect you.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not teaching your son.
Because I thought you were saying if there's an absent mom, that hurts more than it being an absent dad.
It does.
No.
Okay, so that is what you're saying.
Yeah, it does. If you think about it, you had your dad, so you can't speak that.
But I think you're saying that because of what's common in our
that's my point,
culture.
Because you're used to your mom being there. Right, you're used to
which is shitty.
Your dad not being there, you grew up in with the mentality, cool. Hey,
and that's fucked.
I gotta
No,
be. I got.
That's not good though.
No, I didn't say it was good. I'm talking about what we used to. I'm not saying it's good. Hell no, you're supposed to have both parents. I'm not even saying both parents in the household. You're supposed to be able to contact your mom, contact your dad, and have both. But what I'm saying, like you said, what we used to, when your dad is not around, automatically you put yourself in your mind, shit. I'm 9 years old, but I'm the man of this house.
You can say the majority is like
yeah.
that, yeah.
I think for guys, when we feel that, we just put ourselves in. We have a natural survival.
That's
mode.
that's what I'm saying. But when your mom's not around, bro, that shit is differently to you mentally, because like you said, you was raised to protect your mom. That's your first love. Before you met your dad, y'all are so tied together. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying your dad not being around is right. I'm just saying when you sit down and you talk about parents, like we are chemically designed to go to survival mode when our dad isn't around. Just think about it. You are chemically designed to go into.
I see what you're saying.
To you 8 years old and telling your mama you the man of the house because your daddy ain't around. But you wouldn't tell your daddy, I'm the mama of this house.
I think that's a male macho thing to say.
That's what I'm saying.
If the mom isn't there, I think it's
fucked up too.
You somewhat get in the same mode. Like shit, my mom ain't here. I just think you miss different elements. Like from the mom, you gonna miss that love, that affection. You gonna lose that. You might be a cold dude.
Yes,
because it's like I ain't never had that.
Right.
Fuck y'all. But the dad
this
gone,
goddamn word on this today, boy.
But the dad gone. It's like, okay, I'm gonna miss out on this male macho. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Ego shit.
Yeah.
That's usually tied with males. So I think it just depends.
Yeah,
it just depends.
But like I said, that just goes back to when you said, are women stronger in different? Hell yeah, for a fact. Like that's, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you can't speak faith and society in the same conversation when you talking about us being equal, because we equal, but we're not the same. It's the point I was saying. Yeah. So let's go right into submissive society definition of submissive versus the meaning in religion what submissive means.
And that's crazy. That's another word that they used against us to submit to our earthly masters. Like that shit.
That is a slave word.
Yes, that shit really fucked us up, like culturally. Like we don't, to the point where we don't even like that word. And it's not a bad word if you use it in the context that it's originally supposed to be using. It's not a bad word, but how it was brought to us through that book. If you tell a black woman to submit, like that shit is almost like calling them a bitch.
Hands up.
Hell yeah, bro. Like
they want to fight.
Like submit. I don't submit to no man. Like, whoa, what?
See,
like
that's what I'm finna go.
Slow down.
You can't say that shit and then want to get married in front of God. You can't say that shit in the same sentence. Yeah. You can't say I don't submit to a man, but then say I want to be married. But I'm gonna wait. Go ahead.
Because I mean, for us, subconsciously, men, if we are in love with a woman, we submit. We submit. Like it's organic for us to like make sure that our other counterpart is cool. Whatever you want,
but
I got you.
The negativity with that word, because man, we fucking submit.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like that's a bad word when it comes to a couple, but for us men, when we hear submit, like we feel like we need to uplift our partner. Like we need to be in a position where we know that everything is taken care of and I got you.
Make sure she good.
Right. When they hear that, they feel like that is belittling them. Like you have to be beneath them.
Do what I say.
Yes,
exactly.
Like
that's
a piece of property.
And
that's not what it is, man. Like, and I don't know how that word translate into their mind like that. And I really feel like
I'm gonna tell you why.
That well, look, come on, man.
It translated because our ancestors the ancestors taught us that you submit to your man in their form.
I was gonna say yes, the message.
Yeah, but if the definition in religion is submit to your man, but not be too scared to speak your mind, but never downplay him in public and never downplay his word. It's what it means in religion. So you can't. This goes back to what I'm saying. You can't yell, I ain't submitting to no man, and then in the same breath want to get married, because marriage is a part of religion. So, but men submit to women all the time. It just the definition may be different. Like, you know, society means submission means for some reason make a woman feel like she got to give up her whole life. That's not. We're not. Well, I'm gonna speak for me. Like, I want my woman to submit to me, but I don't want you to turn your life over to me. Basically, I want you to understand that I got us. Like, I want you to understand that I'm going to protect us. I want you to understand. I want you to submit your stress to me. That you don't have to worry about stressing where our next meal coming from. Or you don't have to worry about how these bills get paid. I'm not telling you you don't have a fucking peace of mind for yourself. I'm not telling you you can't think for yourself. But understand, I am going to be treated as the man in this. That's what I'm asking for. But society has you thinking that you don't mean shit. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing this. You got to deserve it. But you can't. Once again,
I feel like us men, we're built for that though. What you were saying, to kind of take on the stresses of a woman.
A man submits his own mental for a woman.
Yeah,
we submit our own mental to make sure we put so much stress on ourselves. Like you said, that macho shit and that pride, we put that on ourselves. That's mentally damaging to us. But we submit that because we don't want them to deal with it.
And that stress part, that is what allows us to die earlier than women.
Right. Perfect example. You said, I forgot what episode was this, when we was talking about who eats first. Mm-hmm. So basically what you said, if it's one piece of chicken in the house, everybody better eat before you. Because you are submitting your hunger to make sure your family is good.
I understand what you're saying. I don't think that's an issue.
No. That's a great thing. That's what I'm saying. Man, we submit too, because you're not standing over the table and saying, "Oh, y'all gonna eat after me because y'all beneath me." Yeah. You submitted your hunger. Like, we submit too. I'm just saying, when it comes to women yelling at, like you said, and hey, I get it, especially the black woman. I ain't submitting the shit. You can't say you not submitting the shit and want to be married.
Because every other culture, they teach their.
It's not even a conversation.
They teach their
submission is only a conversation in the black community. It's not in the conversation in any other community.
Hey, and I don't know if y'all seen it on like social media, and it was a guy talking about how women are raised, and he was saying other cultures, white, Latino, Arab. They teach their women, their girls, how to be women, right? Their moms, like, it's passed down. Like, whatever they learned, they passed. And black women, black moms, they teach their daughters to be strong, independent.
And that's the issue.
And that,
I was going to say, I think it's the messaging.
Yeah, and it's the message. And like, and that's accountability. We've had this conversation time after time. Like, women have to be accountable. Black women, because we're talking about our culture, black women, y'all got to be more accountable of how y'all teaching y'all daughters, because the goal is family. Like, that's hard. Like, and we trying to break cycles, and we trying to break a lot of stuff, and we having conversations that a lot of taboo conversations. But yeah, somebody got to say it.
But I think the broken family plays a part too.
For sure.
Because you think about what's passed down, you think of other cultures, and it's like,
depending on who passed it down,
it's us, it's the family, and it's like, okay, this is how it should go. Think about coming to America, how they wanted him to marry that woman,
right?
And they taught her, this is how it goes.
This how,
you're gonna be with him. This is how you treat him. Whatever he says. Right. Obviously, that's not realistic for us,
right?
You know, but it's like, that's how it is. So, but you think about the family. He has mom and dad, got all these other people around, and you think about some of our families. It's like, it's mom and it's a couple kids,
right? And
she like, look, because she going off experience.
Yeah,
the guy I was with wasn't there, so you can't depend on a guy. Not saying that's what she's saying, but in a sense, it's like, hey, yes, you gotta be prepared just in case, because this what happened to me. So you gotta be prepared just in case.
Be alone.
I'm not teaching. I can't teach you to be. All right, look, you're gonna get with a guy. This is how you should treat him. This is how you should conduct yourself as a woman, because shit, she ain't do it.
Right.
You know, so I think that it starts from there. You know, just them broken families, and it's like it just keeps repeating. And the little ones think, all right, this is normal. Dad isn't here. Mom is teaching me everything. All right, cool. And when she's in the spot, she's teaching that same shit, and I think that's where it's like,
what?
It's bad.
But like I said, my only issue is it. Like I say, it's submission with a, and we're gonna stay because you spoke about the black woman. It's only an issue because of society. Because if everybody's goal, and I'm not saying every woman, I know women that doesn't mind not being married, but you can't speak about getting married and not want to submit because it tells you to submit. So like that's why I'm saying like you say, you're right. If we tell a black woman that, put your hands up, but the word submission means negativity because it's not. Well, I'm only speaking for me. We're not saying fuck your life don't mean nothing, turn everything over to. No, it's just certain shit you have to submit to me to understand how this is going to work. But I believe, the message that's being delivered now is I can't submit my independency. I can't submit my money. I gotta have my own money. I can't submit that. All right, cool. So when he don't want to marry you, you can't get mad because the shit go hand in hand. You can't not want to submit to a man but still want him to fucking marry you.
Well, yeah, it's about a compromise.
And about sacrifice.
Somehow, some way, you got to. Somewhere.
So before we leave here, let me give the ladies a little cheat code real quick. Hey, ladies.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
cheat codes.
A submissive woman runs a man. Think about that, ladies. A submissive woman actually runs a man. But I'm gonna let that sink in because I'm pretty sure the only thing they heard in the whole fucking sentence was submissive.
I need to give them a cheat code. Hey, women, shut up. No, I'm just playing. No,
that ain't a cheat code.
I ain't in there.
I didn't say that. So we not in shit.
Hey,
he
but
said that shit.
Honestly, God, true.
But that is the truth, though.
Like, a man settles where they have peace at. I don't give a fuck how good you look. I don't care how fat your ass is. I don't give a fuck how many jobs you have, how many followers you have. Like, that shit don't mean shit. Okay, it's a bunch of ass out here.
Yeah,
it's a mother's buying ass like Walmart.
Here we go.
99.
You couldn't wait to get back to this.
Yeah, but like that shit is crazy. Like the physical, guys, we see that we want something nice,
right?
But it's not that. Like, life is hard, and just how you were just saying how we take on all these mental stressors.
That's what we
like. We search for peace in so many different ways, whether it's working out, whether it's video games, hooping, sports, whatever our hobbies is, we try to kind of escape. If we could find peace in our woman, that's where we are at.
Man,
that's real.
That's the realest.
That's real.
Hey, look, and I know how you led it off with the shut the fuck up, but I seen a woman post this on Facebook. Like, she was like, my relationship changed when I learned to shut the fuck up.
Real shit.
Hey, that ain't the most. If that ain't the most realest shit you could ever tell a person.
Guys,
we just want peace. That's it. We don't want shit more than that.
We want to come home to a smile.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Like, that's it. Like, damn, everything don't have to be a fucking. That's different. Everything don't have to be a fucking.
Yeah, hey, say that for another
episode. Yeah. But I'm before we move, all I'm saying is you cannot yell because of society. I'm not submitting. But then yell how you walk your faith and what religion you walk in, and not understand that you're supposed to submit to your man. But that falls right into the meaning of marriage in society and the religion meaning of marriage.
So
you got okay.
Marriage is a business. Okay. Let's keep it a
buck.
Relationship. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So. How marriages were initially started was my family does this, your family does this, and we got a kid the same age. We want to combine our wealth. We want to combine our power, and we want to keep this in the bloodline. Like, that's it's a business decision. Okay, so now if you're looking at it now, you are a property.
Thank you.
You are an entity. You are one entity that was a birth certificate, another entity that was a social security number, and now you are one entity under the United States Code of, I forgot what that code is, but you are a piece of property pretty much.
It's funny you said that because I remember we was asked off camera a couple weeks ago, and somebody asked me this before. Why do men marry? We marry because of property. Like we marry. Like, why do you think a man is so gun ho on you changing your last name? The woman change because, like, we want to feel you are our property. We want to feel that. And why do women marry? Because you want financial security, you want mental security, you want protection. Like, all of us marry for a reason. But the meaning of marriage in religion states it is a demonstration done for the public in a church. If it's not done in the church, technically, your marriage don't even count.
So anybody that went to like
Courthouse, destination, wait, this is what I'm getting to. Understand when you start yelling certain shit, you cannot tie society into religion. Because religion is supposed to be done in the church for other people. Understand what they're saying. You're getting married for other people to watch you.
But you are. Think about it.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's my point. So when you get up here yelling, this and third, I walk by faith this way. You can't. You'll never get your money back. They'll never get that. But you can't say the same shit like, oh yeah, I'm getting married in the honor of God, and I'm going to Cancun to get married. Yeah. I'm going to have a that's not, because technically that's not getting married for God, because that's not the demonstration he quote unquote said. He said you need to get married in the church. But society states it ain't nothing but a motherfucking tax write-off. When you get married, you ain't nothing but another tax write-off, and you are getting married for everybody else. Because you can really ask a lot of people why they get married, and I bet you nobody answer will be the same. Why I chose to A, propose to her, B, for her to say yes. No one is standing up there and saying because it's the godly thing to do. Like that's not why you're getting married. You're getting married because a lot of women, the first thing a woman gonna say, I done put up with all this. Why don't I want your last name? A man is going to say, cool. That is the main cool. You are my property.
I got enough bodies. You might as well.
You are my property. You are my property. Like, and that's how it is, and that's not a negative thing. You are my property. Yeah. That's why if you think about it, and what's the nigga that made? What's the dude that made the song? Smile, bitch. What's his name?
Talking about Lil Duval.
Lil Duval made this comment. Lil Duval made this comment. He say, dudes love differently. We love our lady and our old lady differently. Mm-hmm. Understand that. Like, when she become our old lady and our wife, that shit becomes different. When she just our girlfriend, it's like, all right, cool. We gonna love you, and we gonna do this, but that is a big difference in gap, because now you belong to me. Yeah. When you just my girlfriend and all that, yeah, technically you don't belong to me. That's why I be telling dudes I don't know why they be asking women who pussy is this and all that shit. Like, bro, she don't belong to you until you give her that last name. Wow. So my point is, go ahead.
I think guys marry for legacy. Like they really want to build something that outlasts them. Carry a name for their wives and kids and stuff like that. You crazy. I'm just saying, when a person is faithful, that's a privilege. Yeah.
Before you're married, that is a fucking privilege. If a person has committed to be faithful to, especially sexually, that is a privilege, man and woman. Because neither one of us owed each other shit until we are married.
And the way that the colonial United States, how they marry now, is a new way. Everything used to be arranged. Like, it used to be, that I got a girl, I got a boy, we putting them together.
Like dogs.
And
it's progression.
It's progression. But I mean, there's still a lot of cultures that still do arranged marriage, and they feel comfortable with it. And they don't date. It's just
you are designed at birth to marry. Yeah.
They raised up. You the man of the house. You the woman of the house. You have a role. You build a family, and you create a legacy. They break it down to try to make it as simple as possible, because they know that even finding a person that is a proper match is even difficult. So arranged marriages, they have pros and cons to it, but that's still that's still society, and that can be culturally too, like culture.
But culturally can't be religion. That's why I'm just saying.
I mean, to some, you think about other cultures, like Muslim and you
that's
have
a religion, though.
Indian and things like that. Right. That's what I was getting to. Yeah, like to them, that's law.
That's
But today it's like you think of grandparents and it's like y'all shacking up. Why ain't y'all married? Like that's a completely different.
Yeah, they was getting married in 2-3 months of knowing each other.
Yeah, or somebody's pregnant. It's like you better marry that girl or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's when they know it means something.
So it's like, okay, that's different because it's like, no, I'm not doing it for that. Like we had sex, something happened. All right. But to say married because of that, I think that's pushing it. You know what I'm saying? And I think you lose the meaning, you lose the emotion.
But they
take that all away.
They didn't want to be considered like the black sheep of the family if somebody got pregnant before they was married.
In the Bible it states, having babies out of wedlock. So you got to think our ancestors really was in religion like this. Nothing was society based. It was hell no, we got to be married. Yeah.
And now that we in a society where we getting all this information and we really breaking the Bible down to find new parts, word, verses, etc. Now we're seeing like there's a lot of contradictions. So was this the real way or the right way that we supposed to be raised?
You just can't pick and all I can say is this, man.
Oh no!
You can't pick and choose when you want to speak religion. You can't pick and choose when you want to be a part of society because it's not the same. It's going to be two different definitions of every fucking meaning.
Oh, for sure. Like everybody got their own perspective, and I mean they say in the Bible, "Let a man without sin cast the first stone." You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't talk about everybody else and my house ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely should take care of myself before I speak on anybody else's situation. You know what I'm saying? But, everybody, is holier than thou. Everybody is next to the pastor. Everybody done put $1 million in the pool pit. All this sucker ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, y'all better go on so with that shit. But, fuck dude. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, so before we wrap this up, man, because the words you using, bro, is remarkable.
That's a good word.
All I'm gonna say is this, man. Please listen to understand and not listen to reply what we saying. Society and religion does not go fucking hand in hand. You can't pick and choose on what side of the fence you want to be on, especially when it comes to your argument. And I just hope they understand that what we saying, but honestly, I wouldn't.
And do your own damn research.
That's what I really want them to do. Do your research. Yeah. If you don't take shit from us, just do your research. Don't listen to none we say. Just do your research. So,
where we at with it?
We going to some sports. One sport topic, and it's crazy. We just talk about being equal but not the same. So, WNBA, New York Liberty, was hit with a $500K punishment, basically, for chartering their own jets to back and forth to games, to the point that they're speaking of terminating the New York Liberty out of the WNBA.
Okay, so
hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
But the men are spoiled to the motherfucking point they could charter 3, 4, 5 jets and it won't even be a conversation.
Okay.
So that's why I say we are equal. Yeah, you got the WNBA. We gave you a playing field. You have the NBA, we gave you a playing field, but we're not the fucking same.
Okay, explain what charter a plane is, because some people don't know what that is. Some people ain't been on a plane before.
Basically, it's almost
I'm for real. Like
you're paying for your team. WNBA, your team is paying for your transportation, and so technically you're supposed to pay for that shit out your pocket.
So they pretty much just rented out a jet.
Basically,
to take the team. Okay.
Yeah, they didn't state where they took them.
Yeah.
But in the rules is they supposed to supply their own transportation, which is crazy. I don't know how you could tell an owner how to transport his own team.
But see, this is different. Like, we got the United Center. Like, that is an airline company. Like, they have bought into the NBA. Like, so they're invested into the NBA just like the NBA is investing into them. So it would make sense business wise for them to do that. Like, okay, all right. Is it a Spirit? Is it a Spirit Arena?
Man,
I think it is.
It ain't gonna be no motherfucking Spirit
Like,
airline.
but I'm saying, like, these big sports, arenas are investing into big companies, and why not invest into, an airline company? So that makes sense. And then on top of that, they seeing your logo every night or every other night they playing a game, whether it's Blackhawks or whatever. They seeing that shit. I mean, WNBA, y'all ain't got too many big companies investing in y'all. So, like, who's seeing y'all?
That's why I say we are equal, but we are not.
But I don't think they should get fined, though.
Rules are rules. I'm not. That's not my rule. I didn't say like fight now. That's
like whoever set that rule up, y'all weak as hell.
But they already they had to agree on it.
It must be. It must have been in
What's the reason?
Whatever CBA
they all signed.
Laid out.
Yeah,
it had to have been, if they getting a fine like this for doing that. It had to have been in there.
So they already knew what they was getting themselves into.
It had to.
It's just
okay, fine. All right, fine the team. Don't threaten to take the.
But what I'm saying,
franchise.
whatever the punishment is, everybody had to sign off. You understand? This is a union business. This not just some shit they just woke up and they saying, "Cool, we getting rid of them." This you had to sign off on it. So when you broke the rule, you already knew what came with it. I'm just saying how crazy it is that you being fined for chartering your own team.
Okay,
but in the NBA,
they'll never get rid of that team. That's
you ain't gonna get rid of the
media
team.
Capital of the world, and then you got probably Sabrina's probably like top. She's probably top 10 in the league.
She definitely is.
Not probably she is. With an attraction like that, ain't no way they getting rid of that team.
So are these WNBA teams, are they doing enough to get these women paid? And the reason why I'm asking this is because I don't see any of these WNBA players on like what is that? Always commercial, all these feminine product commercials. I don't never see. But NBA, NFL, these niggas is everywhere.
So I said this a while ago. When we started breaking up into different women's sports and men's sport, it was to save face. So, as much as I love Candace Parker, as much as I love her, I will never say it's just so exciting to go to a WNBA game. You really go to them games because you support somebody on the team, or you support your neighborhood, or you support something, but it's not in demand to say, are they doing enough? Because you got to understand that as much as these guys get paid in the NBA, that's why you see them on all these commercials. That's why you see them in all this media. That's why they getting fined for not being like. It's a lot that goes into it. So I don't really know what you can do to get them paid more. What you gonna make them play?
I think
you gonna make them play 80 games?
No, I think they should. All these women got thousands of feminine products, man. Like they should be endorsing and giving these products.
But understand, it's still a demand.
I mean,
like we just spoke.
Yeah,
as bad as my Lakers doing, as bad as they doing.
We talking about
we're going to watch
LA though.
No, so that's my. There you go. LA Sparks get paid good. They get paid good. Yeah. Like he just stated, you can't get rid of the Liberty. That's media capital. Chicago Sky just won the title. But like, what can they really do to say, cool? What can I do to increase the fan value for the WNBA? What can you really do?
Well, I think they put in the same amount of time as far as working on their craft, just like the guys.
We not saying you ain't, but what can you still do to say,
but
make it more demanding?
I mean, it's really nothing. If women start dunking, more people really would be coming, and that's just one thing.
So let me give you a perfect example. You remember when women was yelling about they could play football, and they came up with the lingerie league. You think the demand was because of the football being played or because of what they were?
What they were.
My point is, it's nothing you really can do to say this would attract more demand for WNBA.
I don't want to see no.
Like as much as we love these players, as much as we want to go, it's not like you really. It's nothing. Even now, like you said, if they start dunking and flashy passes and all that, that may be different conversation. But
oh no,
only the top tier.
But they get on a fast break, bro, and you're anticipating a dunk because you know what basketball look like, and it'd be a layup. You be like,
that's my point. So it's nothing you really can.
It's nothing they can do because they'll never be that type of athlete. They can never be that supreme of an athlete compared to, again, a Zach LaVine or a Jalen Green. You'll never see a woman jumping like that. So
it was a girl I seen on social media.
I know you're talking about too, but that's that you got to understand who she's playing against.
Can they sign girls out of high school?
No, you got to be at least 21.
You definitely got to finish college.
See, that's wild, man.
You got to be. I think you got to be 21.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We are equal, but we are not the same.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Like you got a star right there. That girl right there. If she's dunking in high school, she could elevate your. Like,
it was a girl. She was dunking in high school. She went to Stanford.
Yeah,
she's good. But again, it's only so much. It's like, okay, this is not. She's not out there dunking like Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
the most electric. Go ahead.
It's just not. It's just nothing they can do because they'll never be that type of athlete.
The most electrifying player in WNBA that I've ever seen play is Maya Moore.
Oh, I miss.
It's the most electrifying player that was able to hold the league with her own name.
She got that dude out of jail.
Yeah, and she ended up marrying. Like Maya Moore was able to hold the league, and Candace Parker is in that conversation too, like able to hold the league with their name. But far as
she need to come
you can't really name 10 women that you are paying this amount of money to go see for them.
Has any woman got paid over $1 million yet?
Hell no.
What, they WNBA contract?
Like one contract?
Hell no. Hell no. I think max is like what we say?
Max contract. Somebody just signed Breonna Stewart. She signed for $228,000.
That's max contract.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they may make millions on.
This niggas on the streets doing that shit. Oh, y'all gotta do better, WNBA.
But
what the fuck?
You saying that? What can they do better? What can you do better to make us want?
There's nowhere to pull the money from. Like the guys getting all this money because of TV.
That's what I'm saying. See, Beyonce, Cardi B, y'all set a concert there. Pack that hoe out. Y'all can do that shit.
But you're paying them. You're not. What you gonna pay them perform at halftime?
Man, hold on. Anytime it's a mass shooting, we running to do relief ass concerts. Man, y'all could do that.
So you want to do a relief fund for the WNBA?
Y'all damn near finna go under. Like y'all better go. Y'all
they ain't gonna go under, but I don't know what they can do.
But I think something has to be done from a star power standpoint because now we talking.
Unless you finna tell me before we wrap up. Unless you finna tell me, Cardi B, Beyonce, and Destiny Child finna make a team and they finna be hooping.
No,
ain't no star finna save the WNBA.
It's about ratings, it's TV, but if nobody's watching, ain't nothing you can do. That's just what it is.
Dave Chappelle brought stars to Ohio.
So
ain't nobody in Ohio.
You gonna do it one day?
Right, man. You talking about overseas, but like I said,
they can do that shit. Man.
It ain't nothing they can really do. But we gonna move along and go
where we at
into the show of the day. So we know today's March 1st, correct? So
March Madness.
You know what that means? Air Max month. So our whole theme is Air Max month, Air Max day. So the show is based around Air Max, and I think we did a pretty good job. So before we get to the show today, hey, go ahead, show them what you got.
I have on Air Max 270s. Man, I was just worried about not having the same as everybody else, but 270s. There's more so of an athletic training shoe, very cloth-like. Man, it's super comfortable. It's fitting. And man, I like the colorway.
I just want to say Air Max is no shoe fuck with the Air Max colorway.
And you know what? I didn't start liking Air Max until I became an adult. I've always felt like it was more of a casual Nike shoe, But I fuck with them. But yeah, I got the Air Max 270s, and then I got my young Tony the Tigers. You know what I'm saying? Be great out here, all right.
So it ain't fuck dude.
No, I still fuck dude. All them dudes. All them goof ass niggas. But yeah, y'all be great out here.
Bro. Language.
I gotta do better.
Yeah, you got to do better, man. So I got my '97 yellow Olympics. So yeah, I know. I had to go in the closet to get these. First time putting these on, but this is my favorite Air Max. '97 is my favorite Air Max. I don't care who want to argue. I'm just saying it's my favorite. I love it. I love the whole design, especially the air bubbles on the side. But this is probably my favorite colorway in my '97. This is my favorite colorway for my socks. I want you guys to get it closer. You know what them are? Them D.W.I.S.I socks, man.
Get the fuck out.
You see that? Them the D.W.I.S.I socks, man. You gotta market your brand, man.
So we selling those?
No.
You should.
Well, somebody want to buy them off my feet? I ain't got no.
No, I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, I got. That's in mind. I plan on getting these done, but yeah, those.
Ooh, that's hard.
Oh, I know.
I like that.
I know.
Okay, man.
I know you would. I know, my guy. I know. Go ahead.
But no, that's slick though.
I know. Yeah, we out here.
Come on, teach, Professor.
I got on a Sean Weatherspoon collaboration. He did basically it's two Air Max in one. Obviously the upper is the Air Max 97, and then if you look closely at the bottom, it's actually an Air Max 1 sole. Damn. Sean Weatherspoon, he's a designer, obviously. Also co-founder of Round 2. It's a consignment shop.
Yeah.
Up there. So he's I want to say 2018 Air Max Day these released. It's I don't want to say a hype beast shoe, but a lot of people was kind of going crazy for him. It's on the resale market is going for a good number, like depending on the size, but probably about $1,300-$1,400.
For those?
Yeah,
That's tough.
Damn, what the fuck is going on?
I didn't pay that, but on the resale, yeah, it's going for about like $1,300-$1,400. But yeah, it's if you look closely, you see it's like a corduroy material. I like it. It's different. Obviously, it's rare. You don't see a whole lot of people with them. But yeah, so it's like I say, it's a Sean Weatherspoon collab. And my socks, I don't never go crazy like y'all. But I just got some colorful Nikes, man. Nothing too crazy.
That's fucking dope. Them shoes. God damn, I just learned some new shit today.
And for sure today, just to start off the month of March, like you said, Air Max month, Air Max Day is in a couple weeks. But since we stepping away for a little bit, might as well start it off with the classic, the original Air Max 1. For anybody that know, obviously Air Max 1 is the first Air Max created. It was created by, most of y'all should know, the legend Tinker Hatfield. He had basically had his hands in the creation of a lot of Jordans. More importantly, the Retro 3.
That was not that important, but I hear you.
The Retro 3 was a big deal because that was the first Jordan with a visible air bubble, which was his design, so it was kind of dope. Okay. But back to this one, the Air Max 1, it released originally back in '87. Like I say, by Tinker. He people know him as a designer for Nike. Originally, he was hired as an architect
for Nike.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, but Nike wasn't doing too well. ASIC, Puma, Converse was big in the '80s. Like Magic and them was wearing Converse. Yeah. Puma. Like I say, some other brands that was actually killing Nike. It was weird to say.
No, it wasn't, not back then.
But
killing Nike.
Okay, question. Now, is this the shoe that had the waffle bottom?
No.
Okay.
That one was different.
Okay.
That was like a tailwind mixture.
Okay.
It's a different silhouette.
Okay.
But this one, this was actually the first. It was crazy because they wanted to get him out of here. Because originally, air bubbles, they were hidden. You couldn't see them, all that good stuff. But he decided, okay, let's do something different because Nike is trash right now. So this whole design with the bubble being visible, that was his creation. That was his idea, to make it visible to the eye when somebody's wearing it.
So every other shoe that does this after him was because of him.
This motherfucker really be acting like we,
bro. Because I'm new to this.
Pretty
shit.
much.
I know, man.
Okay,
Yeah. Like this was a
Look at
risk
the fucking shoe,
to the
man.
point where Nike was like, nah, get these people out of here, get this team out of here. They tripping. You're not supposed to have a bubble on the outside because you think about it, an air bubble could pop, some could puncture it, whatever the case is. And so for him to come out with this, it was a gamble, but that shit, it caught fire, and it's. You said 97 is your favorite. I mean, the Air Max 1 probably the best Air Max.
Oh no, Air Max 1 is definitely the
Yeah.
best. Yeah, 97 just my favorite. But Air Max 1 is the perfect example. It's the best.
It's like I say, it's the one. You know what I'm saying? And just from there, it just kind of, just built from there. But that's a little bit of history on that one. Like I say, we decided to do Air Max 1 just to start the month off right. Technically, Air Max Day is not till the 26th, and that's how Air Max Day came about. This shoe released in '87 on March 26th, and that was like Air Max Day because it was the first one.
And the fucked up thing, we won't even be filming.
Yeah, damn. And then so with that, we decided to go with do a whole Air Max 1, display. So if you take a look back there, you got a couple of different colorways. The royal blue, super classic, iconic as well. And then we got, green, orange, green suede. We got the orange joint, and then we got another green leather Air Max 1. So, yeah.
I just learned something new
You
today.
good? You good?
I'm good,
Can
bro.
I wrap class up?
I swear to God, I bet you whoever watches shit learns some shit.
No, I believe you.
That's crazy.
I just wanted to wrap the class
Hey,
up.
man, I appreciate it, man.
Hey, so like Q stated, this is episode 7. So we only do 7 episodes. We got a couple bonus episodes, but it's that time of the round, man. We'll be off a couple weeks. Like I always say, for our mental break, get some things in order. If you guys got any suggestions, you know how to reach us on my email, YouTube, all our social media. Anything you guys would like to see round 3. We'll pick back up. I believe it's March 29th. I believe that's that Tuesday because we're gonna take about 3-4 weeks off. So, we got things. Because speaking of Air Max Day, we're gonna have a live Air Max show every week. Honestly, so we'll just post. We'll still do short a day, weekly, and we'll just go that way. But yeah, D.W.I.S.I will be wrapping up. So like I said, you know how to reach us. Yeah. But hey, fellas, we'll be back. But time to get up out of here. So that wraps up round 2. Another episode of D.W.I.S.I.
Bon appetit. I be cooking what you looking for. Who got the heat? Wrote these books on how to get it. All I need's a beat. Breaking bread with all my niggas. Ain't no breaking me. I just write it how I see it. You can.